Hello again, this is Rob Moody with Fast Acquisition, and we're here today to show you how to assemble the V-tab onto your existing buttstock. It's advisable to take your stock off of the gun and before we go ahead and install this. So here we go. Basically you're going to need an 1/8 inch Allen key. You could use this type or a regular Allen key would work. Essentially what we're going to do is we're going to take first of all, we're going to take the screws out of the back. Now we're going to set these aside because we're going to be using these here again in a minute. So these guys come out. And now I want to show you that on the buttstock there are a couple slots on both sides. So there's, if you see them, they're right there and right there. One on each side. So what you're going to want to do is take an Allen wrench or a screwdriver and you push inside that little slot. What happens is it'll bring out, it'll bring out the butt pad off of the buttstock. We're going to go ahead and do that again on the other side, and now we're just going to pull out on the butt pad. So the butt pad, as you can see, has a couple screws holes and also the tabs that come out. So once you get all that stuff off, you just pull this out. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and cut these tabs off with a pair of side cutters. So here we go. We just want to get as close as possible to the butt pad before we snip it off. We're going to go ahead and snip it off. I already have one here that has been snipped off, and here's what that looks like. It's going to be just chopped off, and it's not perfect. You know, it's probably sticking out a 1/16 of an inch from this section. And we're going to go ahead and set that aside for a minute. Now we're going to take our V-tab. Now there are two screws in the V-tab, and it's the other side that we're bolting on. So we're going to go ahead and move this down to its lowest position. We're going to place it next to the back of the stock. We're going to take our original butt pad screws that we took off, and we're going to screw those in. Now on the top screw, what I like to do is screw it all the way in, and then I back it off 2 turns. Then I push the button, raise it up to its highest position, grab the other screw that came with the original butt pad, put it in, and this one I tighten up all the way. Put the V-tab all the way to the lowest position and go ahead and tighten up the top one all the way at this point. Okay. Now the V-tab's securely attached to the Magpul stock. We're going to go ahead and put it in the center position now. We're going to take the screws out of the back, and you got to be careful on this one just a little bit. One of the screws is a little bit longer than the other, so the longer screw goes in the top hole, the shorter screw goes in the bottom hole. Set those in the proper orientation. We're going to take the butt pad that we trimmed off the ears on, the tabs on. We're going to put it on, put our screws in, and go ahead and tighten it up. And there you have it. That's how easy it is to install the V-tab vertical tactical adjustable buttstock onto your Magpul buttstock. There you go. Okay, as well, I just wanted to point out one thing real quick. Take the screws back on. Off, I'm sorry. Oops. And I just wanted to note that, you know, aftermarket buttstocks can fit on, or butt pads, I'm sorry, can fit onto the back of this. So that's a Magpul one. That's a little bit thicker. It's a little bit more rubbery and soft, but not much more. My favorite so far is the Limb Saver. It has a real nice grippy rubber on there, and it's super soft. It's very soft. So that fits on there as well. Let's go ahead and screw this one on there. The screws are already in there. And on this one you can just tighten it up. No big deal on the orientation. Except for keep the shorter screw on the bottom. And there you have it. That's my favorite setup right there. Limb Saver and my V-tab. Good stuff, good stuff. Well, have a great day, all you gun enthusiasts and shooters, and Be safe out there. Thanks.